Nikola Jokic was ejected with a little under 3 minutes remaining, and the Nuggets win over the Heat yesterday. The reigning MVP shoved Markieff Morris in the back in retaliation for a hard foul at midcourt, but afterwards showed some remorse, saying, quote, "It's a stupid play. I feel bad. I am not supposed to react that way. I just needed to protect myself." But still, Miami head coach Erik Spoelstra defended Morris, saying Jokic was, quote, "absolutely uncalled for," and described it as a very dangerous and dirty play. So, Shannon, I start with you. Do you agree with Spoelstra here?
One cheap shot deserves another. You can't cheap shot me when I cheap shot your ass back. You talking about, oh, it could have been dangerous. Why would you foul in that situation? Skip, you already know. When you want to give up a foul, all you got to do is just run to the... Keith didn't have to foul the man like that. So when the man retaliated, oh, this could have been a dangerous play. Well, so could your play. So, and as I tweeted last night, one dirty play deserves another. And that's what you got. And so this is not like we all of a sudden like, man, that's so far out of the Morris twins. They don't play basketball like that. They do.
Yes, they do.
And so Jokic was well within it.
Maybe Marcus more than Markieff.
Marcus a little bit more than Keith. But Jokic was well within his right to protect himself. Skip, he's dribbling the ball up the court. If you wanted the foul to stop the clock, just run over there, hit him on the arm, and we booming. Look, come on, man, that ain't no basketball play. So, Jokic says, okay, I'm gonna do a football play on you since you want to do one on me. And yeah, he was relaxed because he thought it was all good. I hip checked him, hard fouled him, and it's all good. So I got no problem. I have 1,000, I want to be clear. I want to make sure I'm abundantly clear. I want to make sure I'm crystal clear. I have no problem whatsoever what Nikola Jokic did in retaliation to what Markieff Morris did to him. One cheap shot deserves another.
Okay, to Jokic's credit, afterwards he said it was a stupid play on my part. He said, I think it was a dirty play, but I just needed to protect myself. I felt bad. I am not supposed to react that way, but I need to protect myself.
Exactly.
Agreed. It was really cheap the way Jokic reacted because Markieff was not facing him. It wasn't a face-to-face. You will not get away with that. And Spoelstra said the whole thing could have been much uglier if Markieff was actually facing Jokic. Well, now we got a throwdown. What are you going to do if you're going face-to-face to retaliate?
Right.
Well, you're going to have to raise your fists, right?
Let me ask you a question, though, Skip. In that juncture of the game was already out of hand. Why did Keith need to foul him that hard? Why did he need to foul him at all? I mean, why you just... It
was a take foul, as they say, right?
Skip,
but you can just...
Exactly.
You just slap his hand, do something.
Thank you. You come check the man like that. And what do they say about Jokic? Get physical with him. The same thing they say about Luka Doncic. The same thing they've said about all European players.
Correct.
Get physical with him. So Jokic says, you know what? Okay, well, this is what I'm going to do back.
Bingo. And why did he feel empowered to retaliate that way? Because he won the MVP last year. He is the reigning MVP. So he finally went over the edge and he snapped because he said, I've been in this league for a long time and I just won the MVP and I've had enough of this. And you're not going to just come up and cheap shot me because you think I'll never retaliate. So I think he was not sending a message just to Markieff. He was sending it to the league.
Yes.
I'm not going to take this anymore.
He should.
And it was a cheap shot, and he got him good. He lowered shoulder and forearm, and he shivered him right in the back. And he snapped his head back and gave him a little whiplash. And I hope Markieff is okay. They brought out the stretcher for him, but then he walked to the locker room, and they said he was having a little bit of a neck issue. And Jokic said, I saw his head snap back. So he felt... I think he felt genuinely bad that he nailed him. Like
got it good.
Right? He got it good. He really
just like me, Skip, I'm dribbling up the court and you come sideswipe me. Yeah, Skip, probably a rear end hurts more than a T-bone, but if both of them are unexpected, they hurt just the same. So guess what? You T-bone me, I rear-ended you. Okay, we good. We change insurance cards, we go on about our day.
And as quote-unquote soft as Jokic might be, or his reputation might have him be, he's still 7 feet tall.
Yes.
And he's a big old raw-boned guy who can deliver a blow when he wants to, and he can use his body beneath the rim to hip check people and to create space and rebound as a below-the-rim rebounder.
Because, Skip, when the Lakers played him 2 years ago in the Western Conference Final, Dwight Howard gave him fist because Dwight was physical.
Yep.
That's the MO on players. What do they say to do, Luka? Get physical with him.
Rough him up. Well, what Dwight do? Remember that classic game on November 1st of 2 years ago?
He got him with the elbow.
He got him right with the elbow, and it pretty much took Luka out of the game.
And thing is,
it was the Danny Green game when Danny won it from the corner.
The three-pointer, sent it to overtime.
Yep.
Skip, if you look at it, Jokic trying to pass the ball. He jumps up in there, and the dude comes and side swipes him.
Well,
could that have ended bad for Jokic? Could Jokic have got hurt for that?
Sure.
I'm jumping up in there, you sideswipe me.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it. Protect your players. But guess who's going to protect me? Me. Because I'll get him back.
Okay. So I agree with Spoelstra. It was a very dangerous and dirty play. I got it.
Both of them.
Both of
them, exactly. Both of them.
And yet, hypothetically, what if Markieff had turned to face him, knowing Markieff was oblivious to it because he thought it's Jokic. He never retaliates on anybody.
Exactly.
So he goes and hammers him, and then he just walks away like, no, nothing's going to come of this.
Right.
Because there are certain people in his league, if you tried to take foul them like that, you better turn and be ready because you're going to have to defend yourself.
Exactly.
Right?
But he thought Jokic was soft. He was going to get a hard foul on him and just turn and walk away.
Just walk away. Like next.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you don't foul. Come on, man. You don't foul nobody like that.
Ooh.
Come on.
Okay. So hypothetically, what if he had just stood his ground? What happens? What does Jokic do? Does he just get in his face?
I don't know
if Markieff had turned to him to say, "You got something for me?"
Well, if they had done that, they would have called a technical foul on him. Because then that would have been a flagrant. I believe they'd have called. If he had hard shoved him and just stood there.
No. What if Markieff had done the hard take foul and then just turned and stood like you want to talk about it?
I believe the officials would have called a flagrant on him.
On Markieff? Really?
Yes,
okay.
I do. And I don't think Jokic would have retaliated.
Okay. Because if it became a face-to-face confrontation, I don't think anything's going to become of that.
I don't think Jokic would have retaliated. But since he turned his back, he said, well, I give you a cheap shot also. And Jokic got it good, too. I mean, Jokic wound that thing up. It was like a, look at Jokic. Oh, yeah.
Whiplashed him.
Yeah.
Well.
You hard foul me. I'm jumping up in there to pass the ball. You come sideswipe me. You think that's cool.
What did they always say? What's the classic way to stop a bully? You just go punch him right in the mouth. Yep. And then say, next. Yeah. Ready?
I don't get out like that. Okay, I understand. Look, I understand the NBA. There's take fouls. And I understand sometimes the hard foul. But, nah, you're not finna hard foul me. Don't think I ain't going to get you back. What? And a hard foul, in that situation, the game's over. Game over.
Yeah, Denver won this game easily.
Yeah, the game's over.
A Heat that's coming to play your Lakers tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, you got something for him?
We might have a little something for him.
Really?
Might have a little something for him.
Yeah, you gonna rough up Markieff?
Well, I'm just hoping Kyle Lowry plays as bad tomorrow night as he did last night.
I got a feeling he will not play that poorly.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I can hope.
Well, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I think Jokic just sent a message to the rest of the league. I'm not that guy anymore.
Yeah, I mean, y'all look at the crew cut and think y'all just go walk over me.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't a pair of shoes. I ain't no slippers.
Nope.
You ain't just finna walk in me.
Nope.
Yeah, get him, Jokic. Let him go.
Yep.
Hey, now I know how you really feel. Did LeBron just take the GOAT combo with MJ to another level with his latest move? The competition, it just continues. You don't want to miss it. I'll explain next.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
Your man and my man, because they just fall back in and say, well, go ahead, shoot that out.
That's what the team yell, hey, don't worry about him, he with us. You know what I'm saying, Skip? We got 6 players, they only got 4. Don't even worry about him. He with us now.
Okay. So here we come with Russ again. He did have his triple-double last night, so trust me, he slept like a baby. He's got no conscience because all he cares about, as I said before the season started, he is a solo act of a stat machine that you could nickname TD, as in triple-double, because for the last 5 years, he has averaged a triple-double, and he's starting to threaten to average one for your Lakers because he's if I just round up, he's 19, 9, and 9 for his seasonal averages so far. The problem is, to get there, he's now shooting 41% from the floor, which is abysmal.
Horrible.
That's the ranks 105th of 136. From 3, he has plummeted to 25.6%. That ranks 147th out of 157. And you're going to ask me who's the worst. Well, it's Michael Porter Jr., who's he's out now for Denver Nuggets, but he's at 20.8. But still, Russ is in the bottom 10 of that.
Right.
Free throws, he's on a pace to shoot a career worst.
He did shoot 70% last night. 7 to 10.
He's up to 64.2%. That ranks 99th of 103 in the league. He's not overcoming the high turnover rate or the lousy shooting with anything else, except he can stuff the stat sheet.
But that's on us.
Okay.
Because he's been a lousy shooter. He's been a turnover machine.
Yeah.
And we've overlooked it because of the triple-double.
We have.
But now that we spread it out and we look at it, man, Russ had 17 points last night. Yeah.